All right, welcome to the very first recording of Have a Go with Corey Vlachiki. So today is just going to be a bit of an introduction of what the podcast is going to be about, how it came about, why I'm doing it, why it's named Have a Go, a little bit of a backstory on myself, the guests I'm going to have on. So firstly, myself, I run Functional Training Playground in Penrith with my business partner as well. We opened this about 3.5 years ago now. It's been a wild ride, plenty of ups and downs. It's been good fun, that's for sure. Like, we come into work and just have a laugh, take the piss out of the team, like the members. We all have a good laugh. Very, very fun place to work, if you call it work. Like, fuck, I wouldn't call it work, to be honest. But yeah, good fun. So I've been in this industry for about 10 years or so. And like managed a couple gyms. I've worked for myself, bounced around a few other jobs, learned a lot. Like I said, plenty of ups and downs, learned a lot, plenty of partying along the way and travelling. Still don't mind a bit of a party. Probably fried a few brain cells, as you can hear in the podcast. Mumble a bit and talk a bit of shit. But yeah, that's just a bit of a backstory of like where I'm from. Previous to that as well, I played rugby league, bounced around at a few different NRL clubs. Never played first grade, but met heaps of cool people, some of my best mates there. Learn a lot of stuff now. And, the reason why I've called this podcast Have a Go is because that's all I've done is got up and just had a go. And if I can start a podcast or open up a business, fuck me, anyone can do it. Trust me. Like, just get off your ass and have a go. That's the reason why it's named this, to hopefully give you guys, the listeners, a little bit of inspiration and to go out and do something. Like the guests I'm going to have on, that's going to be the theme to it. They've had a go. For instance, the first one's going to be Cameron Ciraldo, who is the Penrith Panthers rugby league side, the assistant coach for them in the NRL. And he's got a really good story. He's been a bit of a battler, always had to fight for what he was working for, had a horrific injury, which, could have ended his career. And now he's an assistant coach. He never thought he would be there. I certainly didn't think he would be a coach, but, he's doing pretty well for himself. It's going to be a good podcast. We'll have a bit of a laugh and talk a bit of shit, and he'll mention his story. It's a pretty inspirational one. And that's the theme to it. So I'm going to share all the shit I've learned along the way, all the ups and downs. It might be like, for instance, it's not just strictly about health and fitness. I should mention that. Be about business. Like I said, some of the athletes come on. But yeah, I wanted to do this to give back to the community. And this is the best way to do it, I reckon. You can listen anytime. I can do it from anywhere. I can get heaps of guests on, reach a wider audience as well. So really looking forward to doing this. Looking forward to the guests we got coming on, and hopefully they will inspire you, or you'll learn something from yourself about whatever. For instance, I'm going to touch on things, what's worked for us in the business, what hasn't worked, what I've learned from other people. It's just, yeah, like I said, if it's going to get you to get up and have a go at something you've been procrastinating about, whether it's starting a business or you want to write a book or run a marathon or fucking pick up chicks or pick up dudes, if it's going to inspire you to do that, then good. Like, just get up and have a go. Like, who gives a fuck what anyone thinks? Like, if you're worried about that, you're never going to be happy with anything you're doing. Like, you should never worry about what someone thinks about you. Like, who gives a fuck? Get up and do it. If it's helping you, making you feel good, and you're helping other people, making other people feel good, then get up and have a go. Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? So that's like a bit of a backstory and what the podcast is going to be about, the theme to it. The guest, like I said, Cameron Ciraldo is going to jump on. I'm going to get the boys from the 440 Run Club, which was a bit of inspiration behind this, Todd Labinskas and Trent Knox. So like I said, I was going to give back to the community. I was going to use their run club, the 440 out in Penrith. There's actually one in Glenbrook for anyone listening in Penrith that wants to do the run club. Up in Glenbrook they do one. But I'll probably touch on that when they jump on, Noxie and Toddy. They're going to jump on. I got my mate Tom Kerr, a.k.a. Mirrors, the pretty boy. He's doing some really cool stuff. Like, he's been to jail and really turned his life around now. He's doing some real good stuff. He's got a business called Liqueur Wellness out in the Shire, I think with Damien Cook actually. They run it together. So I got them guys coming on. Who else I'm going to get jumping on? The Scope, my mate, Justin Horro, my best mate. He's got his own podcast at the moment under the YKTR banner. Worst punter, just throw that in there, ever. Scope specials, if anyone's listening to them. But yeah, they're doing some cool stuff. He's doing some cool stuff. He's got a really good story as well. Known him my whole life. And also a few other people that are ran some successful businesses from the ground up in Penrith. I'm not going to mention their names because I haven't really reached out to them yet. We just spoke about it a while ago. So once they're confirmed, I'll let you know. But yeah, like I said, hopefully it inspires you guys to get off your ass and have a crack and do something just like I have and the guests that are on have as well. And that's about it. That's a wrap, really. Just a quick little intro, give you a bit of an idea what's going on, what's to come. But yeah, if you like the podcast, give it a share. If you don't like it, rip into me, give me a shit review or whatever. Like I said, I'm just rolling with the punches, learning along the way. They will get better, hopefully. But yeah, I'm just going to give it a go, have a go. That's all I'm doing. So hopefully you guys have a go at whatever you want to do. But I'm looking forward to the first guest, Ciro, jumping on. It's going to be cool. So hopefully you tune back into episode 2. Peace.